I don't have it on the screen. Hey, what's up? We're in the new pad. What's good, dudes? Oh, we're in the new pad after hours of trials and tribulations. Also a broken shelf, so we have a new shelf. It's a lot smaller, but it works. It's not broken. I want to start off with the fact that I was off yesterday. I'm usually never off on Fridays. I had to request the day off. So that's what made yesterday sting even more. Right? We got some things done during the day, like really early in the morning, like 9 in the morning, maybe like 8 to 10. We were picking up stuff for the apartment, for this new apartment. That's Remy. And that's Marianne's Nintendo Switch that we finally got her. I'm broke, so Nintendo Switch comes before the inevitable. Sorry. Anyways, that is a cat. There's a cat back there, and there's also a Nintendo Switch on the floor. You know? Yeah, there's a Nintendo Switch on the floor. Hi, Remy. Look, this looks like a bathroom. Cool stream idea. It's not. It's not a bathroom. These are the walls. The walls are made of concrete. Right, but I think that's actually pretty cool for insulation purposes. I could put some padding over them, and they would make zero noise, which is really nice. It should be a bathroom. No, the bathroom's over there. It's that way. The walls are made of bathroom walls. No, they're not made of bathroom walls. Dudes. Okay, so I was off. Stream from your bathroom? No. I wonder if I can get the angle on it from my camera. I don't know if I can get the angle. My lighting's a lot better in here, so that's one thing. I think my lighting, because I have natural light, plus these two lights, my main light that I've been using for years. Also, my watch is fixed. Woohoo! My natural light that I've had for years. Oh, look who's streaming. Hi, what up, Wind? How you doing? And then the light up here, and it's really bright. It's a good light, so I'm kind of happy about that. The main thing is, I took off work yesterday. It looks like being hostage. I'm not. I mean, I'm married, so that might be a hostage situation. Yeah, because I haven't made this room anything yet. It's a very blink 3 times if you need help. What if I just blink once? What does that mean? So we came to the apartment complex in the morning. First thing in the morning, we called the day before we were trying to move in. Thursday, right? So we signed the lease for an apartment here at Coastal Point Apartments. I guess I didn't have to say my whole apartment name. Oh well. Thank you, I appreciate that. We signed a lease here, beginning of or end of May. The move in July 1st. I like that Sonic poster. Me too. My cat is behind my monitor. So what's the new venue fee? There's no venue fee. Pretty sick. No, it's my cat. She was rubbing behind the monitor. We signed the lease to move in May. Towards the end of May, we signed the lease to move in July 1st. We hadn't heard a lot of news from them. Apparently, Marianne called and she got news about 3 weeks before we moved in. Thought the unit was really close to complete. We'll take a look at it as soon as it was done. We'll really make sure we wanted it, and then we'll sign everything and we'll give them the money order preemptively. This story ends so badly that we are not in that unit that we were originally going to sign for, and we still have the money order, and we do not give them the money order until Tuesday. Okay, until today is the 2nd when I'm telling you this story on the Twitch. If you're here on the YouTube, you might be late. Oh well. And we don't give them the money order until the day after the 4th of July, July 5th. For those who don't know what the 4th of July is, pretty self-explanatory. So the day before I call I'm like, hey, Marianne, they haven't given us any more information. We haven't even got to see the unit. We could go today if it's ready. They haven't told us anything, like what's going on. And she was like, here's the number. Try to call if you can. I was like, yeah, I'll try to call during lunch. And if they say I can see it, I'll go see it. While I'm at work, she calls and she says, hey, they said that the unit is ready except for the electricity. That something's going on with the breaker box and they're going to try to fix it today so we can move in tomorrow. You can go look at the unit, but the breaker is not working. So there's no light today. So we'd have to go during the day today or tomorrow, right? Like first thing in the morning. And so that's what we did. I didn't go yesterday day before yesterday by myself. First thing in the morning, we came in, we saw the unit, and we started moving stuff in. The lady said, hey, you guys can start moving stuff in at around 1 p.m. And we were like, okay, cool, no problem. So we picked up some stuff that we needed. Lamp for the living room, new ACs. Unfortunately, I'm super broke. new ACs, a few things, couch set, because our couch stayed at the old apartment. And then we got a call around 1 when we were supposed to come back saying, hey, so we can't get the light working yet. We don't have another unit that I think we can put you guys into, but I'm going to try to get a hold of my supervisor to see if they can get an electrician out here today, right now, and get this solved. We'll get you guys moved in, don't you worry. Okay, it needs to be done, or please. Then they call back about 15-20 minutes later and they say, hey, we can get the electrician out here, but right now they can only give us an estimate. We can't move you guys in until Tuesday, until July 5th. And so I drove back up to this apartment complex. I don't live very far from it. I said, hey, I actually took this day off work. I can't take a day off Tuesday. I might be working out of town next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Which I guess stream now, you guys know I might be out of town Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Sorry. So I can't really feasibly move in next Tuesday. You need to get us in that unit today. And she said, okay, well, let me get my supervisor on it, and we will get the guy out here. Whatever he quoted us, we'll get him to immediately work on it. So we see AEP there. AEP is the electric company. And he's looking at the breaker. We're moving stuff in. We're moving stuff in because they told us we could. So we move in a whole couch set, a really big TV, do the heavier things to unit number 8, which is the unit we signed for originally. And the AEP guy says, hey, you guys are unit number 8, right? Yeah. Says, you might want to come take a look at this. I'm going to get the maintenance guy here in a second. I'm like, okay, cool. He was like, you're not going to have power today. You won't have power until like next week. This fuse box, this breaker box is completely blown out. The entire bottom half of it is not getting power. So that's why when you guys called to turn on the electricity, everything turned on our end. So on y'all's end, you guys have nothing because half of the breaker box is just blown the fuck out. Okay, well, do you know how much that part costs? It doesn't matter. The guy says, it doesn't matter. They could buy the part, but we'd have to install it. And my boss won't push that install through until next week. Tuesday, Wednesday, probably, I'd assume. And so we already have a bunch of our stuff in the apartment. And Marianne's idea was, let's just put it all back in the apartment. I'll get my dad and my brother. Just help me move on Tuesday if you're out of town. I don't know. I'm not sure, right? It's an old unit that got renovated. So they renovated the inside, but forgot... Dude, they renovated the inside, but they forgot to, I guess, change all the electrical, huh? Right? That was reasonable. You know, a lot of people, maybe they checked that shit last. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt, huh? So, because we already transferred our electricity from the old place to the new place, when we get back to our old place, from the old place to the new place, when we get back to our old place, all the power's off with the cats inside, and it's super hot. We still have a bunch of stuff we have to move out of that apartment. It is now like 2:30 p.m. Okay, I was supposed to be at work, right? I work 9 to 5. So this is about 2:30 p.m. and we're technically making zero ground because this apartment we're in, we cannot move into. And to exacerbate the situation, our apartment, our old apartment, did not have power anymore. We called our electric company to say, hey, we said that we needed the power on at our old unit, at our old apartment. It was a different complex. We needed it on for an additional 3 days. What I missed? It's getting real good. When I said we needed our power on for an additional 3 days, I meant keep that on along with the new power. I said, oh no, the guy didn't do that. So I can see if I can get you guys set up on a new electric plan for a few days. I'm like, okay. How long would that take? He said, well, as soon as we push it through on our end, which could take about 3 or 4 hours, it'd be 6 p.m. by then. It's just whenever AEP goes and switches it on. But it's Friday and it's 4th of July weekend, so it might not happen until Tuesday. So the 2 apartments that we're both supposed to stay at, right? If all's going very poorly and We have to take everything back to the old unit, to the old complex. Marianne and her brothers and her dad would help her move Tuesday. There's no power there. And there wouldn't be power there. We got the power on that day, later on at night, which was cool. So the cats had ACs, they had fans going until we got everything out. But they thought that it wasn't going to be up until later, until 5 days later, right? 4 days later. So we're in a predicament. The maintenance guy finally shows up. And after talking on the phone with the office lady, who happens to be his wife, which is pretty cool. That's neat, right? They're a power couple. One's the maintenance guy, one's the office worker lady, maybe the property manager, property something, right? She has all the keys to the units. He says, "You don't have any other units?" He's yelling, not yelling, but he's very seems very annoyed on the phone. He's like, "You don't have any other units? There's no other units?" "No, that's not true. I renovated all these units. I know there's units. You're gonna give this couple another unit. Let's give them another unit." There's apparently one other unit that we're in now that I won't say the number of, so you guys don't know exactly where I live. When the lady originally told us there was no other units, that 8 was the only unit. It's across the entire complex. So after we load in a 2-sectional couch and a 3-sectional couch to the other unit, we have to get them over here now, and the TV and everything else, and the power was already on here, right? But so essentially we didn't actually start moving until 7:30 p.m. when we were told we were good to start moving in at 1 p.m. When I got to this unit, there was no hookups or cable lines. They had to hook up the cable lines so that I could make sure there was internet. They had to put in the stove because even though they said that this unit was move-in ready, the stove was not in yet. Currently the water heater doesn't work. Hey, you know what? I think I can live until Tuesday or Wednesday without hot water. I shower with cold water, no problem. I'm a big fan of warm water showers, but I have a roof over my head with electricity and a stove. You can only ask for so much in apartment complexes, huh? So by the time we finish moving almost everything in, the living room is a mess with boxes. The couches are in there, TV's in there, the Xbox, Marianne's Xbox. I don't use it, so if you guys are like, hey, you never finished playing on Xbox. I did. I got my S1 and I got out of there. I don't own an Xbox technically. Cold showers are good for you? Oh, okay. I wouldn't know. I usually take warm showers. At the time, the living room's a mess. Okay, so we had to just like scurry all the big stuff that we already had into this unit. Okay, from across the unit. And while we're doing that, it starts raining. It only rains for about 30 to 45 minutes, but it's while we're moving the heaviest stuff. Lovely, it really is. But bright side, now we're in here, right? That's a whole lot of bullshit to go through just to not finish moving the day that they said we were supposed to. Bright side, didn't sign the lease yet. We have the keys for both the doors, the front door and the back door, the front door and the side door. But we don't have to. We didn't sign this lease yet. So this lease, all this paperwork, we didn't have to scurry to do the paperwork too. Where are you at right now? My new unit, my new apartment unit. I didn't want to take first, so I waited, joining until like 19:49. I don't think it's. My stream's only been going on for 18 minutes and 7 seconds. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, you mean the time? I forgot how time works in other countries. Yeah. You guys say 19 or whatever. I don't use 24-hour clock. I don't think I do. Yeah, even on my watch I don't. But yeah, so this is the new room. This is the new situation. There's probably gonna be a splitter here at some point. Marianne wants to be able to use that half of the room if she wants it. And she wants to be able to use that half of the room if she wants it and not be able to be shown on camera if she doesn't want to be. So we're gonna put like a room divider, whatever the fuck they're called. Yeah, this is the new setup. We're not in a corner anymore, which is pretty cool. Picks on the side, new shelf, because you have cool little posters. Way brighter room. Man, was moving in a travesty. How many square foot, if you don't mind? I wish I knew. I'm not gonna lie to you. This ring My wife carries the fuck out of us when it comes to like so much of this like house shit and like electric and paying bills and the car note and the insurance. She knows when all that shit's due, and I just make most of the money. She has a job as well. Now, I used to work too, and she didn't work at all, but I make most of the money, and then she does like all of the bills. She like does the whole budget for the month and everything. I have zero clue when almost anything's due. I won't lie to you. So I actually don't know where the fuck, like where the floor plan for this apartment for this apartment unit is. Maybe one day I'll do like an IRL stream where I go through each room. I'm like, welcome to Beanie Thuggish, and this is the Thug Mansion, you know, like, but it's just an apartment. Inflation is crazy. I hope you got a good deal. So for reference, my old apartment complex, yeah, it kind of looks like a bathroom. It's not. Don't worry. I'm not taking a shit in a corner real quick and then coming to stream. That'd be really funny though, because I'd be like, hold on guys, I gotta use the restroom, and then you hear the toilet flush. That'd be great. For reference, my old unit was a 2-bedroom, very small kitchen, very small living room, very small second room, the room that I streamed from. This room is fucking busted wide open. This room is huge compared to that room, and it's still not that big, right? But it's a 2-bedroom, way bigger living room, way bigger kitchen, restrooms off to the side in this hallway in front of me. Replace your gaming chair with a toilet. That's what real gamers do. I'm gonna show you something. Don't mind the fact that I'm gaining a little weight. Show you something. This isn't a gaming chair. This is an office chair, bro. Do I look like a gamer to you? Do I look like a gamer to you? What the hell? Like gamer? I have a PS4 right here, Switch back there. Once again, I never use it. Marion said I can, but I never use it. The Xbox, that's hers. I don't fucking touch it. We have 3 game consoles and a gaming PC in the house. Oh wait, she has her laptop. The room space doesn't matter as much as to viewers as the streaming content. Consoles equals fake gamer. I have a gaming PC. That's what I'm streaming from right now. I can't stream this kind of content from a console. I don't think. You might be able to. Also, how does my frame rate look? How does my bit rate look? Does it look better? Does it look worse? Are we actually staying relatively consistent? That'd be cool. But you have consoles, so that's a negative gamer point. That's fine. I don't want to be a gamer anyway. Who the fuck said I'm a gamer? I never said that ever. What was I gonna say? There's to make the rules, that's just how it is. It looks normal. Sweet, nice. Yeah, no, my internet was like super inconsistent on my old place. Oh, I remember what I was talking about. You got your internet transferred hella fast. Yeah, the internet. I use Spectrum. It's not great, but it's all right, I guess. Also, I did say, shout outs to Izzy from Spectrum. That dude was fucking goated. So they installed the 2 cables, right? And I think they just pulled them off the roof and then pushed them down into the complex, into the apartment, right? Like they already had it ready, but they just didn't push it in. I guess they forgot, and then they screwed on the cap thing at the end, right? And they did it to both. Now, here's the problem. They did that, and I had it plugged up to one, and it wasn't working. And he was like, yo, do you have another cable hookup anywhere in your apartment? You should go to that one. Okay. Like, do I need to bring both? And then he explained the difference between the router and the modem, which I already kind of knew, but it's nice that someone was just like, hey, take this one, the one that looks like a book, not the one that looks like a speaker. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I took my modem and router. I just took both. Took them over to the other side of the apartment, and I plugged them into that one. And he's like, oh yeah, it's reading. What do you want your stuff to be? I set up my internet. I set up my password. And he was like, so like, it's really late at night. Like, why do you have to set this up now? I was like, I game and stream on Twitch a lot. And he was like, oh, for real? Like, what kind of stuff do you play? I was like, I mainly play like fighting games, and I'm a big fan of like Fortnite. He was like, yo, I love Battle Royales, but just not Fortnite. He was like, Warzone and Apex and like NBA 2K are like cool with me. I was like, that's dope, dude. And he was like, hey, but next stream, if I helped you out good today, don't forget to shout out Izzy with Spectrum. So shout outs to Izzy with Spectrum. That guy was sick. Like, he was actually pretty OD. Molly, what are you doing? Ah, God, you're fucking heavy. Oh my God. You are fucking heavy, dude. Also, our cats have been hiding because everything's really new to them. They don't know where anything is. Molly wasn't hiding. She was actually on top of my arcade stick boxes. Did you buy Dina Abdul yet? I had to buy 2 new ACs. I made a money order for rent for an apartment that is $250 more than the unit I was staying in before. In the complex I was staying in before. Love cats, hate dogs. I like dogs, but I'm not a dog person. I couldn't own a dog, but I'll pet someone else's dog. Like, oh, your dog's cute. Hi, little doggy. But if it's like, clean up this dog shit in the park, it's like, can it be in a litter box? For reference, my old place was a little further north in my city. Do you think it's weird? I have an M9 in the UK. Is that a gun? No. You gotta walk dogs every day too? Yeah, that too. No, I don't think that's weird. If that's a gun, like if you have a gun, yeah, you should have a gun. What the fuck? I mean, I'm Texan, so we love guns. Do you need another AC window unit? I'm trying to get rid of one. No, unfortunately, we fucking bought 2 brand new ones, dude. Yeah. UK has no gun law besides shotguns. Oh, that's cool. I wouldn't have known. Oh well, yeah. The old ones that we had are still at the other unit too. So we just have like 2. When they like break into that apartment to like clean it out and shit, the key and they open the door and they clean it out. Climate change is no joke. I feel it getting hotter every year. Yeah, it really is. It really does feel like every year. My old apartment, which was a little further north, looked like it was. So apparently it was they were former military barracks, and then they got converted. They got bought by a company, and they got converted into apartment complexes. And they were $600 a month at the time when I moved in. We were there for almost a full 2 years. Our lease was up in August. We moved out in July. But we'll pay that last month rent at some other fucking time. Who cares, right? So yeah, I guess let's just say we were there for a full 2 years. I'm not gonna say we were there for 23 months. Who gives a shit? What ended up happening was the unit, when we were fixing problems with it, because we had like cracking walls, ceiling fan would spin real weird and wobbly because the ceiling wasn't stable. The cats broke a hole in the wall because the sheetrock was really thin from being rained through, apparently, because the ceiling was leaking, so it was leaking into the walls, and that caused mold and mildew. And those holes also let in fucking roaches. Oh, we're hoping we didn't bring any with us. We're trying to kill them as we see them, if we do see any. I saw like 1 last night. All of a sudden on my computer, and I'm so glad I only saw 1. So I'm like, yes, we're doing good, right? I do see a little trail of sugar ants, and I don't know where the fuck they're going, because I don't have anything sweet over here. I have a bottle of water. I don't know what the fuck they're just going. I don't know where they're going. But I'm cool with sugar ants. They're neat. This is my cat's tail. This is Molly again. You think I should replace my grandpa's katana handguard? Yeah, if you want to. Why not? Yeah. If you're trying to keep it like antique, no. But if you like want it and you want to keep onto it and preserve it, yeah, you definitely should. So, for as cheap as those units were, there's no pest control. They didn't give a shit about fixing the mold problem. I know you've seen it. I know. They didn't care about fixing the mold problem. They wanted to blame us for the mold problem, which is unfortunate because we've asked some of our other neighbors, and they're like, yeah, we've had like leaks actually come into our apartment. Yours was just in the wall. Like, we've had a fucking hole in the ceiling that we didn't know about. I'm like, oh shit, that's wild. And like, it would just rain one day and just the old place. That was $600 a month. It was real cheap. It was a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, just like this is. So for reference, we moved from a 2-bedroom, 1 bath that was kind of small to a 2-bedroom, 1 bath that's bigger. I don't know the square foot. I won't lie to you. For $850, it was $600 at the other place. But this place does have pest control. Doesn't seem to have mold problems, hopefully. 2 of the walls are cement. I don't know how the fuck, or concrete, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the fuck this shit is, but it's not sheetrock. It's not shit rock. Okay. The lighting in the new room looks good. Yeah, I was looking at the camera. I was looking at myself where I booted up. I was like, damn, I look good. It's probably the lighting. Yo, what up, Vitani? How you doing, homegirl? I'm hoping the upgraded price means upgraded performance. You know what I'm saying? Like, normally you buy a new PC, you spend more money on it, the PC does better. That's what I'm hoping for this apartment. It seems better so far already, but it's, you know, day 1. We're not even fully set up. The living room, like I said, is a mess. There's so many boxes in there. This room is basically set up until I get a divider. We're gonna put Ariane's desk on that side, her laptop if she wants it over there, her Switch and all that shit. The Switch is just charging. It's not actually gonna stay on the floor right there. It doesn't get my posters on her side of the room. Haha, my posters. Nice. So why did you move with an upgrade? What does this mean for your channel? The content can resume, and hopefully I won't be sick so often. That's it. Channel's staying the same. My channel has been the same for 5 years, since the launch of Soul Calibur 6. The only difference is when Soul Calibur 6 launched, all my talk segments had to happen on console while I was playing the video game. Now my talk segments can happen while I'm not playing the video game. My story times, like this one, can happen while I'm not playing the video game, which is kind of neat. Like I said, the main thing that I'm hoping for is that my internet just stays more consistent here too, because over there my bit rate would fluctuate really hard. I'm sure you guys have noticed, where it would go from, like, on my end I can see it. You guys just see that the stream quality drops so that the frames don't drop, and my stream resolution would go from 720p close to 720p all the way down to something like 360p sometimes. When I would go back and look through my VODs, I could see it. It looked really, really bad, but it seems to be better now. I actually don't know what it looks like. I'm gonna check. It could look like shit. Let's take a look. But right now my bitrate is reading what I have it set to, which is 3500. It's actually above that right now. It's like 3670, 37 something. It's above 3500, which is good. I have my bitrate set to 3500, and I'm hoping that it's good enough for this. Why does this have to follow myself? I shouldn't have to follow myself. Yeah, it looks good. I might even be able to do 720p 60 instead of just 720p. I have my phone sideways so I can see myself. Beanieception? Let's go. Yo, let's go. Guys, I'm hoping the new lighting is super nice. Hold on, let me see. Let me turn this off. Boom, the lighting gets worse, but it's still pretty serviceable, right? Turn this off. With all natural lighting, it's still pretty decent, right? That's probably just my monitor kind of refracting the white of my desktop. I'm sure you guys see my desktop before the Billy Hatcher picture. And if I turn on just this light, lighting's a little strange, a little weird, a little gooey, right? But then if I turn on both, that's without opening the blinds. This lighting is sick. It's sick. Good time. I don't know if we're gonna post this whole thing's going on YouTube. Hey YouTube fam, if you watched this little story time and life update about me, yay. I appreciate you for making it to the end of the video. If you did, like the video. If you watch my content sometimes and you maybe have forgot to subscribe, but YouTube keeps recommending it to you, which I highly doubt, because there's no way YouTube is recommending my fucking content to people. Subscribe. And this is Beanie Thuggish for the YouTubes, signing out and saying peace.